Find a comfortable sit. It can be with your legs crossed in front of you. Try to make your shoulders be relaxed and feel your spine like it's still growing. Slowly soften your eyes and begin to close them. And as you soften your breath, let your neck and your shoulders be soft. And take deep breaths through the nose and visualize how that energy goes to the sides of the pelvis. And exhale. Take another deep inhale and visualize again how it goes to the sides of the pelvis, but now try to follow it as it goes up your spine towards the crown of your head. And exhale, let it all out. And one more time, take a deep breath, deep inhale. Follow it as it goes down to the sides of the pelvis, and then in an opposite direction, past your heart, past your throat, and up to the cave of your skull. Let it expand towards the crown of your head and hold the air there. Sip a little bit more air, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and hold. Soften your shoulders, soften your neck. Take one more strong sip of breath and let it all out. Find a natural rhythm of your own breath. Try to keep the attention on your breath, but somehow bring a little bit of that attention to the edges of your body, the ground beneath you, no matter what that is, even if it's cement or tiles or earth, it's all connected. Even in those places where we have gotten lost and have built things on top of the beautiful earth and the beautiful soil, she's fighting. And in the meantime, we're staying connected to her, the mother, the origin, the Pachamama. So feel. Take another deep inhale and a soft exhale. One more deep inhale. Soft exhale. Bring your right hand to your left collarbone and begin to rub softly. Feel the tissues around your collarbone and try to go deeper. Almost like your fingers are sinking in your tissues. Going beyond the layers of the skin. Explore. Imagine. And try to go deeper. Visualize your inner self. What's underneath that skin? What's underneath your collarbone? Is it just your lymphatic system? Or is it more fluids going on around it? So connect with them and go deeper. And then with a heavy hand, give it 5 taps or slaps. And as you take a deep inhale, switch. Left hand, go to your right side, right collarbone, and begin to rub as you exhale. Softly. Explore. Let it be a journey to those tissues, those areas that you're just getting to know, you're just getting to get related to. Don't be afraid to visualize the garden. The rivers inside of you. Go deeper with your touch. And a little bit deeper. 5 taps or slaps. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring both hands behind your ears, your earlobe, right underneath your earlobe and behind the corner of your jaw. So there's a space between the big muscle of your neck, your jaw, and your earlobe. Explore there with soft fingers at first. And go deeper. Maybe move your jaw a little bit. Open your mouth. And keep visualizing those rivers. Just like in Mother Nature. Just like it happens out there, it's flowing all the time. Same thing is happening inside of us, and only movement helps us. So go deeper with your touch. And give it 5 taps or slaps with the back of your hand. Take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Bring your right hand to your left space between your shoulder muscles, the muscles of your chest, so it's right above your armpit. Softly touch. Rub up and down, then in circles. And sink in deeper. And try to keep your attention anchored to that visualization of your inside, your garden, your rivers. As well as your breathing. Go deeper. Give it 5 taps or slaps. And switch to the other side. Deep inhale. Softly touch at first. And keep breathing as you deepen your touch. Explore. And even linger in the spaces, the parts where it feels a little bit weird, a little bit different or interesting. Sink deeper. And 5 taps or slaps. Take a deep inhale, bring your fingers to your sternum, so the middle of your front line. Right in between your chest. Rub along, up and down. And begin to tap. Climb up above your chest, below your collarbone. And now come back to the center and work your way down towards the midpoint between your sternum and your belly button. With one hand only, rub up and down. And begin in circles to sink deeper. And 5 taps or slaps. Soft belly. Take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Maybe you can keep your legs crossed on this one, or stretch them out to access that point where your thighs meet your hips, and rub along that area. And sink deeper. Explore in 5 hits. Now with your legs in front of you, bend your knees a little bit, and with your fingers at the same time, both legs go right behind your knees. Begin soft between those big 2 tendons. Sink deeper. Maybe climb towards your hamstrings. Take a deep inhale. Sink deeper. And a soft exhale. Let it go. Cross your legs again. Soften your eyes. Close your eyes if you didn't have them closed. And soften your neck and shoulders. And try to connect with the echoes of your touch. The wind somehow transforming as it touches your skin and it goes inside of you. Connecting with the rivers inside of you. With the garden, almost like there is wind running through you. In between your arteries, your vessels. Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale, and begin to lean forward a little bit. Soften your arms in front of you like zombie hands. Move side to side, feeling your sitting bones touching the ground. Maybe walk your sitting bones back a little bit. Lean forward even more. Take a deep inhale, open your wings and fly. Inflate your inner balloon. Expand your heart towards the front. And exhale, come back to the center. Take another deep inhale, open the wings, inflate your inner balloon, visualize the garden expanding. Fly. Exhale, come back to center. Lean forward. This time, take a deep inhale and bring your hands on top of your head. Zombie hands in front of you, above your head or a little bit in diagonal in front of you. Relax your hands. And if you feel like swinging a little bit your body side to side or wiggling it, don't hesitate, do it. Now begin to connect again with your deep inhale. Soft exhale. One more deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Now double breath. So it goes like this. 2 deep inhales and a soft exhale. Almost like that exhale is falling. So it's almost, I'm going to do it with my mouth, but you're going to do it with your nose all the time. So it's like... Begin when you feel like. Keep breathing like you're sending that energy towards the sides of the pelvis. 5 seconds more. 2. Last exhale. Let it all out. Bring your hands to your knees. Hold the air. Soft shoulders, soft neck. Take a deep inhale. And hold. Exhale all out, lean forward. Take a deep inhale, open the wings and fly once. Exhale, hands to knees. Deep core activation. Keep your eyes closed if you want to. But you can also look at me if this is the first time you're doing it. So you're going to keep your fingertips on top of your knees. Your knees are going to push towards the sky. Your hands and your fingertips are going to push to the ground. So there's a tension. As you begin to accommodate your body, begin to lift your armpits. So your low belly, as you inhale, goes up behind your heart. Begin to lean backwards. Begin to lean back. Keep that tension as you push down towards the ground with your fingertips and your knees pushing up towards the sky. Lean back a little bit more. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. But there's a little bit of hold, so you're deep inhale and you're letting just like 25% out. Lean back a little bit more and keep pressing towards the ground, the knees, and the knees are pushing to the sky. Find a little bit of a shake. Keep pressing, keep breathing. Down to the sides of the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lean forward. Take a deep inhale, open the wings and fly. Exhale. Back to center, 2 more. Deep inhale. Fly. Exhale, center. Inflate. Fly. Exhale. Bring your hands back to your knees. This time, not only your fingertips, but your whole hand. Deep inhale. But now, connect again with the tension. Your hands are pushing towards the ground. Your knees are pushing towards the sky. Lean back a little bit. Lift your low belly. Now bring your legs in front of you. Floating legs. So they're not tense, they're floating. Sit in your sitting bones. Bring your hands in front of your chest like zombie hands. And move side to side. Now bring the weight of your body towards your right side, right sitting bone. And your knee, the right knee is pushing towards the front of you. Stay there, long belly. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Exhale, transition to the other side, sitting bones. Left sitting bones. Left knee pushing towards your front. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Right on the edges. Almost like you're gonna fall back. Exhale, switch. One more time, right side. Right knee pushing forward. Deep breath. Exhale, switch. Left knee pushing forward. Exhale, cross your legs in front of you. Lean forward. Deep inhale, inflate. Fly. Exhale, back. One more, deep inhale, inflate. Exhale, hands in front of you on the mat. And then lean forward and go into your all fours. Find the outer edges of your hands though, so the pinky moon of your hands. Sitting bones back. Long belly, deep breath. Find the connection with the outer strength of your body, so from your pinky, the pinky moon of your hands, running through your elbows, all the way to your wings, down to your hips. Keep breathing deep. Swing side to side.
As you're swaying side to side, begin to sense the earth, the energy of the earth coming through the ground into your hands. Continue to breathe deeply. And begin to sway forward and backward, keeping that connection with the outer pinky moons. Finding those soft hands. And on your next exhale, begin to bring your sitting bones closer down to your heels. Pull your low belly in and wait for your inhale. And without using so much muscle, let the breath, let the heart bring you forward. And the exhale brings your hips, your sitting bones back towards your heels. You can close your eyes and find your own breath here. You're feeling the spine, feeling each vertebra move, moving with your breath. Almost feeling like water, feeling that fluidity of your breath, waving your cells, your spine forward. And let the exhale wave you back down. And when you feel ready, the next time you roll forward, tuck your toes under. And very slowly begin to bring your hips up towards the sky, keeping your knees bent, swaying your hips from side to side. Maybe letting one heel drop closer towards the ground. And then the other side. Keeping your baby hands, your soft hands. And begin to find stillness, bending your knees a little bit more. And starting to connect to that feeling of your sitting bones, drawing up towards the sky. So instead of focusing on straightening your knees, bring your attention to your sitting bones. And again, bend your knees a little bit more. And then find that pull of the sitting bones as if someone's pulling you, pulling your hips up and back. And take a deep breath here. And on your next inhale, roll your spine forward into plank. And then bringing either your knees down first or bring your whole body down to the ground. Inhale, your hips shift back towards your heels. And exhale, dragging your fingertips on the mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Sinking low in your hips. Find a bit of a bounce. And then almost curling in a little bit as you wait for your inhale. And then inhale and expanding your heart open towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Drop your right hand down towards your right knee. Your right ribs come in. And left hand like an elephant trunk in front of you. Inhale as you reach that left arm, opening, rainbowing the left side of your body. And exhale, come back to center. Your left hand comes in, your left ribs come in. Elephant trunk, your right arm. And as you inhale, opening to the side of your right body. And exhale back to center. One more time in the middle. Waiting for your inhale. And then opening your heart towards the sky. And visualize the sun, as if there's the sun inside of you. Opening your chest, letting all that light shining out through your heart, and exhale, come back. And bring your hands down to the ground. Hips come back. Inhale, roll forward. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And finding that sensation again of your sitting bones pulling back as you take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. And find a bit of a sway of your hips and allow that sway to slowly begin to step your feet towards your hands. And then find your forward fold, bending your knees. You can find a bit of a sway. Your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. And find that lift in your inner ankles. Let that inner fountain run up the inside of your thighs. And reaching the low belly, draw your low belly in. And then connecting to that inner lift as you inhale. Open your wings halfway and fly. Exhale, wrap your outer hips in, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, bring your arms to the sky. And exhale, lower your arms down in front of your heart and sink low into a vortex chair. Your sitting bones come back, your knees come forward. Pushing your big toes apart. And wrapping your hips in. And find a bit of a bounce. Connecting to the outer hips. Drawing your low belly in. And go a little bit deeper. And feel into your feet. Feel any sensations in the soles of your feet. Feel the mat, feel the ground beneath you. And connect to the energy that you can almost sense that you can draw up towards your feet, draw it up all the way into your legs and up your spine. And let that grounding energy reach all the way into your fingertips. Begin to sway side to side. And on your next inhale, straighten through your legs just a little bit. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding at your hips. One time lift, inhale, opening your wings. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. And then bring it to lift your right leg up towards the sky, keeping your knee bent, finding that internal rotation. Bending into your left leg, pulling your sitting bones back. And find a bit of a bounce. And then inhale, step that right foot to the outside of your right hand or a little bit behind it. Left knee comes down. Find the internal rotation, let your left heel fall out, untuck your toes. Come up on your fingertips. Find length in your spine as you inhale, looking up just gently. And then exhale, keeping everything the same, just rounding into the upper back. Bring your chin to your chest. Draw your low belly in and connect to your psoas, to your left thigh. And inhale, lengthening the spine. One more time, exhale, draw your low belly in and rounding the upper spine. Inhale, find that length again. And bring your right hand to your sitting bones, almost grabbing to your bone, the right hand to the right sitting bones. And then begin to shift your hips back, keeping your knees just a little bit bent. And instead of focusing of just straightening through your leg, find that pull of your sitting bones pulling back, so you can help that feeling with your right hand. So really pulling your right sitting bones back, finding any, you don't have to go all the way straight, just finding that sensation. And then shift forward. And again, helping with your hand, pulling that right sitting bone back. And shifting the focus away from finding that straight leg, just finding instead the sensation of the pulling of the sitting bones, strengthening into your hamstrings. And shift forward, release your right hand down to the mat. Tuck your left toes under and come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left leg up, keeping it bent, finding that internal rotation and keeping a slight bend in your right leg as well. A gentle bounce, and as you inhale, bring that left foot to the outside of your left hand or behind. Drop your right knee down. And coming up onto your fingertips, find that length in your spine again. Inhale. And exhale, bring your chin to your chest, rounding through your spine. Inhale. And one more time, exhale. Coming down onto your right hand, finding the connection of the outer right pinky moon. And then bringing your left hand to your left sitting bones. And begin to shift your hips back. And before you find the sensation of your hamstrings, connect back to pulling your left sitting bones back. And come forward. And one more time, begin to shift your hips back, really pulling from your sitting bones, letting your hand help guide you. And come forward, placing your hand down, and shift back into downward facing dog. And take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your knees down. Sit back onto your heels. Bring your feet out in front of you. And then as soft as you can, begin to roll your spine down to the ground. Find a really soft and slow, vertebra by vertebra, as if your body is melting down into the ground. Keeping your knees bent. And on your inhale, begin to pull your knees away. And that pull of your knees away is going to bring your hips up to the sky. And as you exhale, vertebra by vertebra, even slower than you think you can, lower that spine down. So you're starting with your upper back. And even slower, begin to reach your middle back. And even as you feel your sacrum is starting to touch, hold on a little bit longer. And a little bit longer. And then release your back fully into the ground. Straighten out your legs, turn your palms up to the sky. You can wiggle around, move around until every part of your body is comfortable, relaxed. Let your bones feel heavy. With every exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the ground. And begin to sink a little bit deeper within yourself. And for a few moments, let your entire body relax and get heavy. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to bring your breath into your fingertips, all the way into your toes. Find a bit of movement. Bring your arms above your head. Take a deep, long stretch. Just like you sometimes see animals do after a long sleep. Really feeling into the stretch, feel into your body. And begin to roll over to your right side. Take a full breath here. And when you feel ready, bring yourself up to a seat. Connect back to the feeling of your growing spine. Find that length. Maybe find a bit of a movement, a bit of a sway. And take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. One more deep inhale. And a soft, long exhale. slowly begin to open your eyes.